Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play West of Loathing. In the previous episode, we went on a bounty hunting spree, cleaning up this county of its criminal element. And in this episode, we've gone to the rescue mission to help that guy with broken legs. Oh, also in between I got an elegant dog in to boost my mysticality. Nice little church. I'll wait out here. Why? I tend to get argumentative around church folk, especially when the topic of life after death comes up. Gosh, a real-life nun. Yes, I'm Sister Tabitha. I'm Talia Hunt. What's with the cots? Well, what with the cow attacks and so on, I felt my faith would be better served by running this place as a clinic rather than just a church. I also sell medical supplies if you need your healing to go. Sure, I came here for some broken leg pills. Bottle of laudanum. Increases your armor by 5 for the rest of the day. Okay, blood building tonic. Maximum HP and an army field trauma kit. Let's see, do you need any errands run or anything? Funny you should ask. I've been experimenting with the healing properties of a purple grass that grows near here, but I've run out. Would you mind picking some up for me? It grows near a cave that makes an unusual humming sound. Oh sure, I think I know the place you mean. I'll be right back with it. Now, if you hadn't discovered the humming cave, which I actually coincidentally did on the way to the rescue mission, this is your way of getting it. Plus, the humming cave is also important for a quest line. So let's make our way there. Let's see, a shot rings out and something buzzes past your ear. You quickly dive behind a rock just in case these two things are connected and not just, say, someone hunting nearby and also there's a bee. Peering carefully over the rock, you eventually spot movement in the underbrush. And it's a hunter with an old-fashioned matchlock rifle and a cloak with leaves stuck to it, which is less effective as camouflage than it sounds because all the trees around here are pine trees. You also notice that he's been out here a very long time, which you can infer from the way he's literally a skeleton. I get the feeling that this is a reference to the end from Metal Gear Solid 3. Oh well, let's distract him and escape. You pick up a small rock and aim your throw very carefully and pitch it at a boulder nearby. It hits the target and ricochets perfectly, knocking a squirrel off a tree branch above the hunter's head. The resulting ruckus would doubtless be really entertaining and comical to watch, but you decide to take advantage of your carefully engineered distraction and ride away instead. Free 15 experience, I ain't complaining. Hell, my tinnitus is acting up. I should have brought some of your protectors with this shotgun. Are you talking about the quiet humming sound? I hear it too. Guess we both need our ears checked. I didn't bring an otoscope either. I think it's coming from the cave, actually. Huh, these rocks are weirdly organized. Oh, first things first. First, let's get the purple grass. And while we're here, may as well investigate the place. The snake isn't gonna let you pass without a struggle. Should have gone for the jumbo dog, but oh well. A struggle it is. Electrified snake. Oh boy. Let's get him with some poison and start shooting him up. Okay then. Get some more poison on him. Poison doesn't finish him off, my pistol will. Ooh, electric snakeskin. Put it on your hat, Dad. Nah, don't need that. Ooh, what is this thing? What in the world? This looks dangerous. Monolith is dark. A weird device. Well, let's take it. Strange stone arrow. This is a triangular object made out of a strange stone-like material, shot through with channels of smooth black glass. I say we get out of here and head back to the mission. Let's see, the strange stone arrow you just found starts going crazy, beeping and booping, whirling around of its own accord. It practically drags you in that had direction of a strange, decrepit-looking house. Let's check that out in a moment. First things first, let's finish off this errand. Welcome back. Were you able to find the humming cave and the purple grass? Yep. Wonderful. Thank you so very much. Blessings upon you. And we got some good experience points. Let's see what we can upgrade. I'm kind of thinking my grit just to get my pain tolerance up so I can handle losing more than 2 fights. Yeah, why not? And I should probably start putting points into this. I mean, for the most part, your stat increases are going to come from equipment and food, but it's never a bad idea to put a few level ups into these points, or stats. Alright, now, before we completely forget, let's head back to Dirtwater and deliver those broken leg pills. Let's see, you see a glint of light in the distance. When you get closer, you realize that it was the sun reflecting off the lenses of a discarded pair of binoculars on the ground. Oh, perfect. These will come in handy. They will also come in pairs, because otherwise they wouldn't be binoculars. Blah blah blah. Yep, here you go. Phew, thanks. I feel like a new man again. Or at least the same man with a new leg. That's good. Go drink some milk or something, okay? He waves and skips happily away. Alright, may as well make use of these binoculars, because in all honesty, we probably shouldn't be exploring the northern territory of this county yet. Ah, Snake Pit Mine. That's actually something I really wanted to get. But let's go for the professor's house. I mean, we may as well. Wave of heat hits you from behind. You turn around and see a hellcalf pawing the ground and eyeing you with ill intent in its dead, black, demonic eyes. You got to jump on him. Let's get a bit of poison going. Ooh, wow, that's a lot of damage. But we can do the same right back at him. Tainted beefsteak and extra thick leather. Leather. Unfortunately, that doesn't do much good for us, but we are going to need these later on. This is where that odd bleeping device led us. It looks like a perfectly ordinary house to me. Maybe it's weirder inside. Excuse me, my name's Talia Hunt. What? Oh, I didn't notice you come in. I'm not used to visitors, but folks generally call me the Professor. Is there something I can do for you? Well, I found this bleeping gizmo, and I sort of followed the bleeping, and it led me here. Well, I'll be. It certainly led you to the right place, young lady. This is El Vibrato technology, and I happen to be as much an expert as anyone alive today. El what now? El Vibrato. They were an ancient race that lived here long before humans. Well, they mostly lived underground, so they might still be living as far as I know. Never seen a peep of an actual person, though. Just the machines they left behind. Were they space aliens? Could be aliens, or genius pre-humans, or an entirely different terrestrial evolutionary line. At this stage of investigation, it's impossible to say. Isn't it exciting? Here, let me have a closer look at your bleeping gizmo. Aha, as I suspected, this is one of their transponders. It detects other El Vibrato technology and homes in, you see. That'll be why it led you here. I've got a thing I've been trying to repair. He tinkers around with the transponder for a bit and then plugs a strange stone marble into a socket on it. There you go, good as new. Just swipe up or down to turn it on or off. Swipe? Now, I gotta warn you, this device will lead you to abandoned El Vibrato technology, but it might also attract unwanted attention. From what? From the El Vibrato technology. You'll see what I mean, just be careful. Okay. You know, now that I think about it, you've arrived at a perfect time. In order to get anywhere further with my research, I need more samples of El Vibrato tech. But searching for it eats up all the time I could be using to research it. Ah, I getcha. Right, you're the adventurous type, so bring me back whatever devices you find, and if I can get them up and running, that'll benefit both of us. Alright, deal. Great. First priority will be to get my keystone fabricator running. They lock their doors and things with these little stone alloy blocks, see? So if we can get our own, that'll open a lot of doors for us, literally and figuratively. Alright, what do we need? The components aren't rare, at least as far as priceless ancient technology goes. Bring me, about 5 handfuls of scrap. I should be able to salvage the last parts I need from that much. Roger that. Before we head out, though, let's check ourselves for some extra XP, and flush the toilet. Trust me, you're going to want to flush every toilet and preen at every mirror you see. And with that, let's head for Snake Pit Mine. Shaggy Dog Cave. Oh boy. Well, let's just take care of Snake Pit Mine first. Good luck. I'll stay out here and mind the horses. Don't you mean horse? What, you don't want to explore a place called Snake Pit Mine? No. Well, gosh. Yeah, our first encounter with a meat vein. We could mine it with a pickaxe, but not yet. First things first, walk up to one of these machines. If you look at the mining equipment, you have no idea what any of it does. Now, you can ask your partner to explain it, but they won't explain it. Or in the case of Crazy Pete, he knows how it works, but he just won't explain it. The others just can't. Instead, what you want to do is explain it to Alice, or whoever your partner is. Hey Alice, what? I just wanted to tell you about this mining stuff. Okay, so this first machine here is an automatic. Pick whatever you want, it doesn't matter. Dust. Dissolver. Alice stares at you blankly. Move on to the next machine. And this thing over here is used to extract wet sandstone and then crush it. And this third machine is a refined pyrite separator. It converts heat into magnetic meat. Isn't that interesting? Alice rolls her eyes. Are you finished? You got Mine Splainer. You're a real expert. You'll gain XP when you interact with mining stuff. Like, say, mining meat veins. Bam! Free 5 XP. Now, there is a perk we can get later on that increases the amount of meat we get from meat veins, but, at least in my opinion, by the time we get it, it'll be too late. Now, if you didn't already buy a pickaxe like I did, then this would be the place to go to actually, get a pickaxe for free. You see a snake coiled up in a little hole. Pull it out and punch it. Get a little poison going, and then just gun him down. You really should consider upgrading the snake whip. Let's see, snake liver, snake venom bladder. If you're playing a snake oiler, hold on to every single one of these. Ooh, coal snake skin. 3 moxie, I'll take that. Now you can only put one of these bands on any hat, so be careful. So you put the coal snake skin on your hat, making it slightly blacker than it was before, at least in the area right above the brim. Okay. Let's see, do we also get bonus from... Yes, we do. There's a smoking snake in this smoking hole. Pull it out. Should have known he didn't stand a chance. Speaking of which... Oh, good, I can upgrade it. See, that'll get me more damage versus animals, and it applies 2 poison, which, thanks to Expert Poisoner, will become 6. Let's see, dynamite, can of kerosene, and a sulfur match. Something tells me you really shouldn't be putting those things together. Den's full of snakes. Pull them out. Now, ordinarily, this could become a difficult fight, but these things only have 1 HP, and Alice hits everything. See, you grab the rest of the eggs from the den and shove them into your briefcase. Soon they'll hatch and feel right at home. There's not enough skin on any of them to be worth collecting. Oh well. Yeah, this will be your free pickaxe. And look at that! Another set of 4 rocks, all in a perfect area. Oh well, let's head out of here and head to Shaggy Dog Cave. Let's see, property of Fort Aldead. Well, let's dig through the bags. Jackpot! Let's see, Badminton Shootin' Annie, a skill that lets you fire a whole bunch of bullets at random targets. What to go for? I'm thinking Strong Medicine. Being able to boost my stats in combat could be useful. You memorize the formula. Afterwards, you accidentally drop the magazine in a puddle, ruining it. God dang it. I could hold off and upgrade Fan the Hammer. I'm only 6 XP away from that, and you know what? I think I will. Not that I'll be getting it in here. Shaggy Dog Cave. That's a weird name. It's certainly friendlier than Scorpion Junction or whatever. Welcome to Happy Kitten Gorge. Enjoy your stay. Oh man, I hope we find a Happy Kitten Gorge. Now, anybody who's played this game knows what's up with this cave. Boy, look at all these plaques on the wall. Think they're important? Probably not, but if you don't read them, you'll never know. I'm not gonna read all of these, because I'd like to still have a voice by the end of this episode. I will walk through, and I will display them. If you want to read them, go ahead and pause the video, but that's about it for me. Yep, that's pretty much it to the whole story. There's no payoff to this at all. Well, there is something we can pick up from Dirtwater, but from what I recall, the Shaggy Dog story is somewhat of a... I can't remember if it was storytelling or a joke-telling thing, but basically it is a long, long story that has no payoff whatsoever. And is meant to be a joke, so I guess joke-telling thing. Well, may as well go back and talk to our partner. The aristocrats. What? Heh, never mind. Okay. Anyways, like I said, there's something we can pick up in Dirtwater. By talking to the bartender. Hey, Lloyd. I heard you had something interesting back there. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Maybe my info's too old. I found a note for from some travelers that passed through here about 8 years ago. Oh yeah, that was the previous bartender. He had a little trick he used to offer to show people. It's what got him fired, eventually. The senator's wife wasn't amused. He rummages around under the bar for a minute and then blows the dust off a tiny piano about 9 inches tall. Here, you can keep the piano so long as you don't ask me about the trick. Thanks. Alrighty then. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I think we might be able to use that some other time, but I'm gonna do some wandering, see if I can't discover some other areas around here. Or I could just get a pair of disposable binoculars and use those. The Stearns Ranch. Perfect. Let's see. Old beanslingers die like normal people, but sometimes they keep walking around, casting spells, trick it and take its hat. Oh, now this won't do it all. Your posture is terrible. You look like you died of scoliosis. Skeleton stands still, puzzled as you move around behind it and grab its shoulders. Come on now, shoulders back, spine straight. That's a little better, but geez, look at the curve of curve in this neck. Hold still for a second. With a sharp twist, you pop the skeleton's skull right off. Take its hat and toss the skull away. The rest of the body scampers off to try to find it. Cowboy chef's hat, huh? Not much use, but something to add to the collection. See, looks like the cows did a number on this place. Better check those bones over there. Make sure they ain't about to jump up at us. Gotcha. Plus, we can collect a bunch of needles along the way. Okay, gonna need that bar of soap. Between the smoke and the noise, you're guessing that the contents of this outhouse are more dangerous than average outhouse contents. Oh, what do you know? They were right. Plus 3 at all stats. Nice. Which allowed me to one-shot this sucker. See, by the soft light of the fading embers, you see a glint of light from below. You hold your nose with one hand as you fish out your prize. Gross. But it's something we're gonna need later. Let's see, burning flowers. This flower is smoking. Smoking chrysanthemum. This looks like Jethro's bones were dug up by some varmint or another. Charred locket. You should call it a locket on account of how lucky it was to escape that fire. The lock on this locket reminds you of why they call it a locket. Well, good thing we just got a bunch of needles. You carefully pick the lock. You got an item. Picture of Mary Stearns. It's a photograph of a serious-looking little girl. On the back is written, Mary Stearns, Thanksgiving. Yikes. Well, may as well check the house. Pick the lock. Stock certificate. Just sell it. Alright, fine. Blackened beads. See, all the books on the shelf are burned, but you notice something strange about the back of the shelf. Your deft fingers find a hidden catch, and the back panel of the shelf slides away to reveal a secret compartment. There's a book inside. Mary Stearns' diary. Well, something tells me she ain't around to stop me, so let's read it. The first page says, in a little girl's handwriting, "This is the diary of Mary Stearns." The AI in the diary are crossed out and the IA written above them. The diary starts out as typical kid stuff. You flip ahead until you notice the writing getting shakier. Found a dolly under a cactus out back, and she told me her name was Grace. Mama and Papa don't believe me that she talks. They say I got a big imagination. Grace says the cows are gonna get us, but Papa says we'll be okay because this weren't never a cow ranch. Grace says he's wrong, but Papa won't believe me. Grace says she can keep the cows away, but I have to play tea party with her. I don't like this kind of tea party, but Grace says it's important to keep the cows away. Mama was sad that they couldn't find Effie. Papa said she's been gone so long and they should put a cross up. But Mama won't let him because she thinks she'll come back. Papa said she's only 11. How far could she have gone? And Mama started crying again. Don't want to play tea party anymore, but Grace says I has to. Keep reading. Papa was out 2 days looking for Joey, but of course he didn't find him. Mama cries so much. I tried to tell her him and Effie are helping keep the cows away, but she don't understand. I told Grace I'm not playing Tea Party again, but she says I gotta, and if I don't, cows will eat all three of us. She said either I get Mama or Papa to play, or else I gotta play by myself. That's the last entry. Toy box contains a single object. A creepy, burnt porcelain doll. Talk to it. Let's see, it's the work of a moment to fix the doll's voice box. Pull the string. Pull the string. The doll's eyes roll back into its head and its mouth begins to move. Hi, I'm Grace. What's your name? I'm Talia. Hi, Talia. Why do I get the feeling I'm going to regret telling her my name? You're nice. Do you want to play with me? Sure. Hooray! Mary used to play with me, but we didn't get to finish our tea party before she went away. Will you help me finish it? Surely. Hooray! The game is almost over. Mary did such a good job. The doll's eyes roll back forward. Go downstairs and get my cup. Do you know the magic word to make the mean cow let you into his secret room? No, what is it? The magic word is peanut butter. Got it, peanut butter. You shudder as you realize that talking dolls haven't been invented yet. Creepy. What's with the cow face graffiti on the wall over there? Don't care for that much. Yeah, weird. Jellied escargot? And clove drops. Whisper peanut butter. Ooh, that's some ominous music. Now, we could destroy it. It will get us some experience points, but... And I'm not going to feed it to Grace, because I know that's just all kinds of bad ideas. I'm going to take the goblet. Because there's something else that we could get rid of. Or something more that we could get for getting rid of it. But we're not going to be encountering that for a while. So, let's keep exploring, because there's another ranch I want to find around here. A wrecked bank stagecoach with a strongbox. Too heavy to carry, but too locked to open. Well, then pick it. And since the serial numbers aren't sequential, the bank probably won't be able to trace it if you keep it for yourself. Awesome. Not quite what I was hoping for. Come on, I know there's another ranch around here. You espy an empty whiskey bottle sitting on top of a fence post about 60 paces away. With a single crack shot, you shoot and crack the single bottle. Nice shooting. Come on. I know there's another ranch around here we can get. Let's see. Gulch Goblin Rustlers. Always kind of assumed that referred to a different sort of rustling, though. Let's do some hornswoggling. Hey, quick! There's a cougar coming. We have to distract it. Do you have any food to throw at it? Hurry! Goblin sandwich. Don't like the decrease in stats. You know what? I'm going to pause the recording here, and I'm going to go do some wandering until I find the ranch I'm looking for. Well, unfortunately, I couldn't find what I was looking for. I get the feeling I was looking in the wrong place. But several things did happen. For one thing, I got into several fights, earning a bunch of XP. But I also managed to get a guide to modern safes, which will give me the safe cracking. See, when you're done reading it, you lock it up in a safe that turns out to be slightly too difficult for you to crack, so it's gone forever. Dang it. I also had the meat Eeyore encounter yet again, which got me the Stardust I needed. But the heat does melt your pickaxe, which is why you kind of needed an extra one. Also got into a couple of Elvi Burrito fights. So, seeing as how we have the the safe cracking skill, may as well head back to the Stearns Ranch, because that safe is about the only thing left. Stock certificates. Well, something for me to sell. And we could also go to the old millinery, that is, if the safe isn't too difficult for us. Old grave. Ooh, a golden skull. And an old wedding ring that I can melt down for some silver bullets. Because in here, as I mentioned, or at least I hope I mentioned it, there is a safe for us to safe crack if we had safe cracking too. Which we can get. Prototype Stetson. 3 muscle, 3 mysticality, 3 moxie. What does our sloppy toppy do? Well, technically the sloppy toppy gives more moxie, but that's because of the coal snake skin we put on it, which we'll put on this one. Yeah, that is a wide-brimmed hat. But with that, we are out of time for this episode. So, I'm gonna end it off here for today. And I think next episode we'll probably head to the old mission, take that on. So, if you guys like what you see, please leave a like, subscribe for future content, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.